announcement yesterday of at least the intention to hold a summit with President Putin. The president himself yesterday afternoon said that he expected or hoped that meeting would happen. I wonder, though, why would you announce a summit intention without a commitment? We still haven't heard one from Moscow. As you know, a high-level meeting of this sort is often a point of leverage with a world leader to try to, bring back change behavior, as it were. Why was that? Why are there no conditions on this meeting if there has been one?
Well, it was raised in the call, and so it was in the readout of the call that the president had made this offer to have a discussion and a meeting with President Putin. And that call also included a discussion and the president being clear that there would be consequences for the actions, whether it was the hacking, SolarWinds, or other problematic behavior by Russian leadership. And the president offered that as to send the message that we will have disagreement. We're not going to hold back on that. But our objective is to have a predictable and stable relationship. We can disagree in areas where we will continue to. We're not naive about that. But we also believe that there's an opportunity to work together in some areas. So we are certainly hopeful that we will be able to put together the details on that meeting, but it wasn't pre-cooked or preset before the president's discussion with President Putin, and it was just providing transparent information to all of you about his offer to President Putin.
What if he says no, though? Wouldn't that indicate some weakness on the part of the American administration here?
Well, I think the president's view is that Russia is on the outside of the global community in many respects at this point in time. It's the G7, not the G8. They have, obviously, we've put sanctions in place in order to send a clear message that there should be consequences for the actions. The Europeans have also done that. What the president is offering is a bridge back. And so certainly he believes it's in their interest to take him up on that offer. Go ahead.
Thank you, Jen. Earlier this week, you said that the U.S. had secured commitments with the governments of Mexico, Guatemala, and Honduras to bolster security forces at their border. But yesterday, the special envoy for the Northern Triangle testified on Capitol Hill that there were no agreements. So can you explain the discrepancy?
I'd have to look back at his testimony, Kristen.
I have it right here. He said he was asked by Congressman Castro, he said, Congressman Castro asked him, I just want to confirm, were there any agreements reached in relation to increasing border security in these countries? And the special envoy said, no, there were no agreements concluded with governments regarding border security.
Well, whether or not it was a formal agreement, which it was not, and I never conveyed that it was, these were steps that these countries indicated they planned to take to increase personnel and security to reduce the number of migrants coming across the border. Those are steps they've taken on the ground.
Just to be clear, are these new commitments that the Biden administration has secured, or were they already in existence?
We never described it as a formal declaration or a formal agreement, but additional steps that they were taking to increase personnel at the border. And those are steps that you can confirm with those countries that they have taken.